Now we will have an appearance of representatives from Unity in the Community to invite Savannah to the gala activities. Are you okay. Please come forward. And please introduce yourself.
Julie.
Oh, hi. She's so cute. Well, that's great. Okay, that's even greater. Do you see Pastor Brown in here? He was supposed to be coming down to bring his grandson. Good afternoon.
Hello, and thank you for giving us this opportunity. I'm Sharon Butts, and this is my husband Craig, and we are the co-founders of Unity in the Community and the coordinators of the events on River Street. Unity in the Community is a nonprofit organization. Our mission is to promote unity through culturally diverse, free, family, fun events and educational activities for youth and family that includes all ethnicities. What you have in front of you is an overview of some of our past events that we have done on River Street and those that are still coming forward you'll hear about in a few minutes. Our slogan is unity through culture and diversity. Some of our past events have taken place in Savannah Mall. We have had events of this sort the third weekend of February to honor Black History Month and support Black History Month. We're also working at this point, moving forward with future events. And I'll let you talk about those.
Our future events that she's referring to is we'll be working with other cultural diversity groups here, the Asian community and the Hispanic community. Right now, our theme is the authentic Gullah Geechee, which you are here today, and we are very happy to let the lead on that particular committee that I think all of you guys already know by the name of Mr. Jamal, and Jamal will tell you a little bit more about this. Go ahead, Jamal.
Thank you, Jamal.
Madam Mayor, Alderman, Alderwoman, Nation de Savannah, we're glad to be here with you on the day. We're cracking tea about the festival, the Moja Kunda on River Street. Madam Mayor, the Aldermen and all the women of Savannah, we're glad to be here in Savannah in the City Council to share with you about the festival that's going on July 18th and 19th, where it's going to take us back in time, take us back to a time period that many of us remember. Ice cream on River Street.
Yeah.
Captain Sam boats.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. It's about us going back in the past and bringing the culture back and bringing the community back to River Street. Because many of us remember going to Defusky Island on his river boats. And that was the center on River Street where we had our ice cream, we had our devil crabs, and we were all joyous. And this festival has been a part of a continuation that has happened since May of this year on River Street by Unity in the Community. Since April. Thank you, Craig. And this is a continuation as we see. And again, we're sharing the culture and the history. As we say, we're going back in time to Old River Street that many of us in the local community remember, like each class of the senior high school, from Beach High School, senior class, all of them went down on River Street to ride on that boat going to Defusky. And we're going back in time, and we want all of you to join us. We want the community to join us. We want all of us to go back in the past. Remember, it's Captain Sam, devil crabs, and also that ice cream.
And one thing you didn't mention, they made wine over there, too.
I wasn't going to bring that up about the plum wine.
All right. Okay.
If you would like to find out more about our activities and what we're doing, you can, and to volunteer, we're always needing volunteers also, young people and all. You can contact us at www.unity, the word in, thecommunity.org. www.unity, the word in, thecommunity.org.
Thank you. Alderman Johnson had something
Thank
to
you.
say.
Thank you so much for coming. Our brother Jamal, being a historian you are, we have some young people in the chambers. Could you give a brief overview of the Gullah Geechee culture?
Yes, sir. Alderman Johnson. Yes, sir. Gullah Geechee culture is an African-based culture that extends from Jacksonville, North Carolina, down to St. Augustine, Florida. And this is an African-based culture that has also established a language. So when honor for Prakati like this year, this is not baby talk, broken English, bad English. In fact, it was a linguist from Howard University by the name of Lorenzo Dow Turner. He came into this area, into Savannah, Georgia, in the early 1900s, the 20s and the 30s, and he said, oh my God, wait a minute. We've been saying these people here, these African people here in Savannah, Hilton Head, Dufusky, Jacksonville, have been speaking broken English. He said they're not speaking broken English. They, in fact, have created an African language in the United States. We are the only people in the U.S. to have an African language. And traditions remain alive with us, from culinary traditions, spiritual traditions, and even something simple, architecture. All that is a part of our history and our story, and we keep it alive. What has been said about us is that we are the living links to Africa. Each one of you are a living link to Africa, African traditions that remain alive and that are vibrant. So you are here for a purpose, not by happenstance or by accident. You have a divine purpose, and that's why we share our history and our culture. So yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. What? Go ahead. Did you?
And I just was going to remind everybody, it is every third Saturday and Sunday of the month. We'll be doing this all the way to December, and we're looking forward to do it next year and many years to come from there. Yes, Madam Mayor.
Thank you so much, and we want to thank you for coming and inviting us to be a part of the festival. And I do want to give kudos to Jamal. I always talk about him being my student. But what I like about him, as tour groups are coming into Savannah, they talk about his tour. I was with the group, a family reunion, just last week, and they talked about the tour that you gave to them, Mrs. Roche. Yes, so they really enjoyed you. You make Savannah come alive, and thank you, and you being the native and the educated one, and I'm not going to tell you what you could be doing, but you have chosen your niche, and I'm very proud of you, Jamal. Okay, Alderman Shabazz.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I want to thank the Unity and community for pressing your way and being here on today in order for the broader community to know what you all have been doing. I am thankful to see the brochure with the crowds of people attending the third Saturday events on River Street. So I see that things are moving along really, really good. I am in support of what you all are doing, so continue to keep the advertisement going, to bring folks from our region, even our city, down to River Street also, in addition to what's going on already on River Street, but also on the third Saturday each month. And with the festival, I am glad to see you, Brother Jamal, again. Dr. Toure, let me straighten it out. Dr. Toure, are you going to be a part of the festival?
We will be a part of it later on in the afternoon. We have some family reunions on that day, and so we'll be a part later on in the day, so yes.
Fantastic.
I just miss seeing the aldermen downstairs when I have my tour groups, because that was one of the wonderful things for them also, to see the mayor and see the various aldermen down there on River Street. So we know they're doing infrastructure work, but yeah.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
I do see them
And
sometimes.
one more thing, Madam Mayor.
Yes.
We asked the leaders here to, or ask each one of the individuals who are standing here to introduce themselves and let us know who they are.
And they, of course, are very talented staff and our team that works with us. We can't do this all by ourselves. We have a very good team. So, first of all, our vendor management team, they can go ahead and introduce themselves. They've been doing this for about 20 years.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am C.J. McConaughey. I am one of the vendor managers of Unity in the community. I am also a transplant here from Florida. We came here to Savannah about August would be 5 years ago because of the history in this city. My husband, which will come after me, is a history buff, and he loves the history of this city. And I do thank you for allowing us to be a transplant in your city. I am thoroughly amused. I love this city. I've opened up businesses. My husband and I have been vendors here in this city, and we have been vending over 20 years. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. My name is Larry McConaughey, and I am CJ's husband. Actually, I'm her assistant. So she is the real brains behind doing, not throwing a word every now and then. So, and I do want to say thank you for inviting us down here, and we're glad to be here, and hope to see all you guys down there at some point, sometime. Come visit us and see what we're doing. Thank you.
So much.
Smart man.
And the young lady.
And the young lady is our granddaughter, Satra, visiting from Washington, D.C. She is a future vendor and future politician also.
Very good.
Her mom will be down there August 16th.
July
July
18th and 19th.
She'll be down. She's an artist herself.
Oh, great.
And her husband also is a very well-known blues musician in D.C. He'll be down, hopefully, on the stage playing as a local, or one of the musicians, too.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Let me
you.
thank all of you for coming, and if we encourage all of our residents to please go down to River Street and be a part of the Geechee Gullah Festival this weekend.
No, July 18th
July
and 19th.
18th, next weekend.
18th and 19th.
19, okay, thank you so much.
You.
Thank you. for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jamal.
That's your family?
Omar Rivers. Joe is related to
Okay.